Awesome. Laura, thanks so much for jumping on and joining me and coming off a couple of amazing six-figure months, which is incredible. But before obviously jumping in the program, you've been in business for a little while and had different facets of the business, and obviously been massaging the online side as well. But before we kind of jump into that, I'd love to just kind of hear about what you and your business and how long you've been going and what you do, and we can kick off from there.
So we've been in wholesale for just over 20 years. And then we kind of took on a nursery brand that required us to have a retail presence. So I think we've been doing that for I can't actually remember. I think it's 5 to 7 years. So it was just wanting to grow that retail presence.
Yeah, awesome. And from the online side, was that a big focus for you? What had you done sort of previously to push the online side of the business?
Not much. It was kind of a lot of it was organically grown due to the brand that we have been importing. That kind of had a bit of a following itself. But yeah, not a lot. And that's kind of where we saw, the growth needing to come from.
Yeah. And so what were kind of the struggles, I guess, before we sort of connected? What was it? Was it just a complete lack of understanding of what to do, or lack of focus or guidance,
Um,
or what kind of you think the big things you're struggling with there?
I kind of think it was a bit of an overwhelm with what was involved. You know, you'd read something and they'd tell you to do it this way, and then you'd talk to a so-called expert and they'd tell you to do it a different way. And so you kind of just went off what people were saying. And then I think I came into the program with you and I was like, oh, it's all wrong. And so it was I think it was just the overwhelming with I mean, there's a multitude of information out there, and it's everybody's got different ways of they do things, and
That's such a common thing. And the response that we typically get when they come in and they have, we have the onboarding call and things, and like, oh, it just feels like I can breathe. Like I feel like it's a breath of fresh air. I actually do know what I need to do. I know what I need to ignore
yeah,
or not worry about or whatever. And it's just like I got 1 to 2 to 3 major things that I can work on, and I'm good. Like I can put my
yeah,
head down and actually do it. And I think we were saying before that, for you, it was just getting the ads structured correctly and a couple
yeah,
little dials to turn. And we obviously just spoke about, your email game. There's a lot more kind of leverage to go with that, but just having the ducks in a row and having the confidence in the plan that maybe you did sort of have the ideas beforehand of that you're on the right track, but just even have to have myself and the other coaches and obviously the community supporting you with that to allow you to like take the shackles off, to allow you to focus specifically on that is
yeah.
really, really valuable in and of itself. It's not necessarily the fairy dust that, does it for business. It's actually just having some support and confidence around the proper way to go, as you sort of put.
Definitely,
Um,
yeah. The sounding board for, new ideas and everything is invaluable, basically.
yeah.
And you'll put up a post in the community and be like, hey, does this look okay? Or do I need to change something? And then people will come back with feedback around that. And everybody is really cool about wanting you to be the best version.
Mm, mm.
Which having something like that where someone's like, oh, that doesn't look very good, but maybe try it this way. And it's all constructive criticism. Nobody bags anybody. And it's a really, really cool community.
That's I'm glad you mentioned that, because a lot of people come in for the improvements, obviously thinking about their business and whatnot, and then they find that the community is, as you said, so supportive and valuable in of itself, and that's what they typically stay for and get the most value out of, which is amazing, because
Yeah.
we still isolate in our own businesses. Like we see Facebook groups, we do this, we do that, we see lots of people around, but we don't really know them or the intricacies of their business even. But
No.
when you're in a community like ours, it's you do know the details, and as you say, it's such genuine support, and uh like everyone wins together. Like that's a big priority I put on it.
Yeah.
It's like, hey guys,
Yeah.
like whatever it is, financial or not, like let's just see the wins and celebrate together, which is, again, it's rare. You can't really do that with anyone else in any other
No.
environment where it's like,
Yeah.
without looking like a big notice sort of thing. So that's
Yeah.
really, really important that we always have that attitude. And you've been a massive contributor and been celebrating, which is incredible too.
Yeah.
Um, So, but just before jumping in, I mean, I'm not sure if you've been part of programs before, but did you have any sort of hesitation or reservations before you jumped in to the program?
Um, we've looked at different programs in the past, and they kind of seemed like you kind of didn't get the one-on-one, which was a big contributor for choosing your program. Was that, yeah, there's a level of one-to-one support there. You're not being palmed off to different people or all the rest of it. So yeah, we've never done anything like this before. You were the first one. But yeah, it came through a recommendation from someone that, yeah, give this guy a go. And so we booked the call, and yeah, it kind of just fell into place, I guess.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's really, really cool. And because I mean, we obviously, and myself being included in the same circumstance, like I think we took like 5 years to kind of invest in our business and ourselves. And
yeah,
it's like, you know, when you get it right, or you find the right person that resonates with you, it's so important that they do have that connection with you as well to
yeah.
obviously get the best out of you and help you along the way. But yeah, it's quite daunting. It's quite daunting for sure. You know,
It is,
there's a lot of
yeah.
stuff out there. So it's awesome that you've had that experience so far. And I mean, we've got big plans for you as well. Like we're coming to the prime time coming up towards the end of the year. So there's massive things
Yes.
to come as well. And so
Yeah.
just to, I guess, just to kind of wrap up, like I guess having the wisdom, so to speak, that you've got kind of now being in the program, getting some really great wins and things like that. Is there anything that you'd sort of say to people that are at the start or not getting the help that they need and kind of stuck? Like, is there anything from what you've learned and your experience and things like that, just about what you'd recommend, you know, they do or thoughts for them?
I think you've just got to invest in yourself. And yeah, if you think that you need the help, find somebody that can help you. We were doing well, but we knew that there was more to be done. But it was something that we felt that we probably couldn't get there by ourselves. And yeah, finding someone to help, I guess, invest in your business, in terms of a mentor or yeah, different assistants has been the best thing we could have done. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. Yep, absolutely spot on. It's incredible once you have you know the difference from before and now. You know, like again, we've been in the same position, and
Yeah.
just to have that sounding board, as you say, and someone have your back and just give you that confidence means the world
Yeah.
to
Kind of
push you
sit there and
forward.
wonder, why didn't I do this sooner?
I know.
But
Exactly.
everything takes time as well. Yeah,
Exactly.
just got to wait for things
Exactly.
to fall into place sometimes.
Exactly. Well, thank you so much, Laura. I really, really appreciate it. I know other people appreciate hearing your journey too. And again, congrats and, you know, big things to come. So, you know,
Yeah,
thanks again.
definitely. Cool. Thank you.
Awesome. Well, thanks, Laura.
Cheers.